What's up, family? It's your boy Sean Nathan. Y'all like to fit, man. First of all, I'm in the crib. First of all, pleasantries, get them out the way. Hit the button. Matter of fact, hold on real quick. I see something in the, I'll get ready to do this, but first of all, I'm not a Suns fan, all right, at all, but I live in Phoenix, all right, so I like to fit. I'm kind of matching today. I don't really need all this because I'll be in the crib, bro, but anyway, I don't wear hats that often, but I was watching the J. Cole joint, and he was geeked because he got the locks, and I guess he said he wanted to wear a hat, and he hasn't been for a long time. And then he found the 8. He's like, oh, I can wear hats again, just gotta be the 8. I say, yo, the joy that man felt around being able to put a hat back on was crazy to me. But I could feel him though, because with the braids, I don't really wear hats. I mean, this joint is snapback, and it's on like 3, so I guess I can, what I'm saying? Anyway, man, shouts to my Phoenix fam. They've embraced me out here. I don't really be in the streets like that, but peaceful place though, man. It is a good time right now in life. And I've been on this journey where a lot of things have been happening. And I'm excited for them, man. I'm no longer concerned about my future, man. Pastor Brent told us that that one day he was like, if I wake up and I put a smile on God's face, I never have to worry about my future. And I believe that. And that's all I've really been trying to do is wake up and be present and put a smile on God's face. So today, for real, I thought I kind of had somewhere to go, but I don't. So this is going to be real organic. I'm going to pray in real time. And I think if I want to share anything, it's going to be to not be fearful of your own success, because it's never been done before in your environment, so let me explain that. We get so comfortable with repping where we from. It's my hood, my city, and that you want to be, I guess, well-known, well-loved, like in that arena, but it might make you stagnant from breaking out and exploring new things and getting to a new level, which can stagnate your creativity. You know what I'm saying? It can slow down your growth. And I don't think that that's beneficial for anybody to remain stagnant. You know what I'm saying? Growth is going to happen. Thank you, Holy Spirit. There you go. Growth is going to happen. All right. And here's the thing about growth. You should want to grow and you should be free to grow. And those who are in close proximity to you should appreciate your growth. And if they don't, maybe sit them down, ask them why, but let them know, like, I'm focused on growth. All right. Who I am today, when y'all see this episode, is not going to be the same Sean y'all see 4 months down the line. All right. So this is, I don't know if this is still March when I'm going to drop this joint. Who knows? But let's see y'all say this. Let's see you see this in March. By September, I'm going to be different. Because I intentionally want to grow. I don't want to be the same, but I want to grow up. All right. I don't want to grow back. I don't want to have a regression. So the things that God has blessed me to come out of, like alcoholism, you know what I mean? I was a functioning alcoholic, and I'm at a place now, I can say that. I used to get drunk. I wouldn't get drunk every day. I would drink every day, but I would get drunk like on weekends or family functions. But every day though, a beer or 2 or some wine, I've grown. And to grow in regression would be for me to pick that behavior back up. All right. As I still get blessed with days and years and weeks and moments, which they're not promised. So be intentional about your growth. I could go backwards. I could start drinking again and smoking Black and Milds or Al Capone's. It's gonna be like, that's a regression for you. Now you back to killing your health, You back to waking up hungover, your energy is depleted. So grow in the proper way and appreciate the growth that's happening, because it's going to take you to another place. All right. God is only going to bless you on the level in which you are. And if you stay on that level, like think of that for a theory, right? Let's say you on this level that you are right now, and it's a great level. You didn't beat some stuff, you done came past some stuff, you done grew, and you receiving these blessings. Cool. And you stay there. That might be okay for some of us. You know, if this is our flat line, I'm good right here. But why? All right, let's say the Lord got like a 10x blessing for you the next time you grow, but you decide to stay here though. He like, yo, I had way more for you though, but you wanted to stop growing. And I'm not saying like you become negative or you go backwards, but like you stay positive, you stay great, you stay caring, taking care of your family, whatever, but you don't do the next assignment that he asked you to do. Which could be whatever. All right. You know, say he says to I don't know, go travel and put a restaurant in Indonesia. That's mad wild. It's a crazy example. But let's say he says that though. And he gives you the resources to do it. All right. You got the money to do it, whatever, but you're like, nah, I'm cool. I want to stay in the US. But if you do it though, this thing becomes global or whatever, and it's crazy successful, and that's a whole new level. And then he gives you something else on your heart that you want to do, but you don't, because you stop growing. You'll never know. And then I don't think that people will get the best, the absolute best out of you. And maybe not get the best out of you, especially if you're really putting your best foot forward and you being like the best you can be. But we know when we decide, I've had enough, I'm cool here, I don't want to grow no more. It's not where I'm at right now in life, man. I want to keep growing, because with the loss of my father, I'm like, yo, I have to. I'm one of the last ones left. You know what I'm saying? Like, got two brothers left. I got two sons. So in terms of that lineage, which I'm a Nathan, I'm not a Henry no more. So y'all can keep that name. I've been done with that one. But continually growing though is what I think that we're all called to do. So don't be stagnant and appreciate the growth that you have with your person. All right. And do that through communication. And through better communication, you'll have a better understanding on how somebody is growing. You won't know what's going on with that person or the things that they've been given in terms of knowledge, wisdom, information, life-changing events if you don't communicate. So communicate these things with your people on a consistent basis. Okay. Life for me is based foundationally off of connectivity and communication. Okay. I connect with people clearly through communication. If I was to stop talking, I stop learning about myself. I stop learning what God wants to give me and wants to share with other people. And I stop learning about them because I stopped asking questions. So at this season, I'm in a real place where I'm listening more. I'm being observant more. I'm being more. And through all of that, I believe that I am growing more. Okay. The only thing I'm really addicted to is growth. I don't really care about nothing else. I feel that when we grow, we expand. So we have more places for God to fill us. All right. Think of yourself, when you was a kid. You're small. You get filled up quicker when you eat. You grow, young boy to a teenager, you got to eat more to fill this source. That's growth. The more you grow, the more you can be given, the more that can be fed into you. So if you stop growing, and on purpose too at that, God is like, oh, I can't even give you that because you don't want to grow no more. But I had this for you though. It's about to get crazy, but you want to stop growing. So don't stunt your own growth, family. Please don't stunt your own growth, man. And don't stunt the ones around you to grow either. Encourage them and give them the space to authentically be them and to grow into new things. And if you have a way to help them out by something that was given to you or something that you learned along your way, don't hoard the information. Don't be a gatekeeper. Share it with them. All right. Share it with them so that way they can internalize it, because through your experiences, you might be able to cut the learning curve for somebody. All right. They might find their strength in your testimony. So don't be scared to tell your testimony, which is why I tell you all day, used to be a drinker, used to be a smoker. Like, I did some scams back in the day when I was in college. Like, these are things that God used to grow me. And now I'm in a place where I have appreciation for freedom because getting locked up ain't fun. I got appreciation for sobriety because I like to be clear. I can't do this if I was getting wavy, like no disregard to anybody who get wavy, but I couldn't be on Drink Champs. I couldn't, Nori is a savage. Like I couldn't drink every day as a part of a promotion for my platform. That's crazy. My man liver got to be wild. And Nori, my man, he ain't my man, but I respect his platform. I liked his music back in the day, but I couldn't imagine having to hop in front of a camera every day, and this is what it's based off of, and I'm getting drunk, getting lit every single day. I know he got a driver. There's no way Nori's probably driven the car in the last 4 years. Cause he drunk every day. But anyway, that's a rant about something don't need to be about. Anyway, grow, y'all. Grow. Listen, today for me is really just feeling what God can do with what I think is nothing. He can take something and shape something if your heart is in the place to be used. And I'm really surrendering my heart every single day. And that's helping me to grow. I'm trying to get out my way in this season. I know that there's so much that he's calling me to do that I just want to be obedient. And I've learned through my growth to not really be overly serious. I got a friend and they always tell me that they think I take life way too serious. And then I don't smile enough. And I had to examine that. I didn't think they were saying anything wrong. I was just like, really? Because I always feel like I'm pretty chipper. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a little silly every so often, but they were like, nah. And I knew what it meant. It meant that when things happen, I really buckle down and I get to a foundation of like straight seriousness, which is not bad for some of us. Some of y'all play too much. Niggas always playing. But some of us though ain't serious enough though. So find that balance. And as I'm allowing myself to grow, I'm learning to be a little more carefree in life. Like we get one time to do this down here, y'all. So please enjoy it. Enjoy it. Learn to set benchmarks for yourself too, so you don't go back. I said this a couple weeks ago. I'm like, where we conveniently forget sometimes the progress that we've made and we become complacent. And then once we get stagnant again, we're in disbelief that we're not moving anymore. But it's because you probably forgot the foundational tools that you were using to get you to where you are now. And then you stop growing. But please don't stop growing, y'all. Like it's every day that you get is an opportunity for you to improve. All right. Improve your language. Okay. Improve your conversation. Improve your heart posture. Improve your belief system. You know, you don't got to have a checklist of things to do to feel like you're being accomplished or you're doing stuff just to be busy. I tell y'all all the time to get active. I believe that. Get active, stay active, but get active so you can grow. Don't just get active to be like, oh, look what I did. We out here. We taking the career, all that stuff. All right, that's cool. But are you growing? Okay, are you growing? Or are you just a big man baby? I know too many man babies, bro. Like big, just doofus men just running around, acting like children and think it's cool. You see this chick I got, bro, I got all of them. Like, nigga, you like 45 and you still chasing shorties that's 27, 30, like nothing to show for it. Like, that's a rant, bro. Like, I'm so tired of children. Of grown children, and not just men either, but I see women that have bad sense of focus and direction, but it's because you don't grow. If you grow, you ain't got to worry about that because you know, and it's gonna be evident. This ain't the same person though that I knew. The high school me is not the same me. If I kept anything from that era, it's just my sense of style, which has probably gotten better. And it's only because I got more money. So, and not even that, because I don't really buy expensive stuff. Like I made this hoodie. Kingdom Care, shout out to Kingdom Care, y'all. Kingdom Care is still on the move. We doing everything under the radar, because I told y'all before, even though I put the one episode up, it's been more, but it's not for a hand clap, all right? It's not for nobody to see but God to see. But that's growth, though, because when I was younger, I used to do everything to be seen. I don't really want to be seen no more. I come on here once a week, and I give y'all my heart, and I give y'all the download that God has told me to speak about. And I do that out of obedience. Not because I want y'all to see where I live or what my clothes is for the week or for the day or whatever. I do it out of sheer responsibility to I'm trying to grow. I want to get better in this space of journalism. This is all this is for me. This is assignment. But if I have to put a name around what it is I do in the space, this is journalism and like entertainment, okay? But it's growth and positive entertainment, and this is positive journalism, which is why the TBB Dream Big series will take you on and show you $1 million homes. And wait till we get to this next thing I'm getting ready to start doing. We might even do it before y'all see this episode. But I'm hyped for it though, and ain't nothing crazy. It's just explorations, kind of having some fun. But growing though. All right, this show has grown from my level of content to how I thought about things and where it started to where it's going. So bottom line, y'all get the point, all right, of this week. Don't be stagnant in life. Please keep growing, all right? Like you got people around that's watching you. Somebody's always watching you. Please grow, because the more you grow, the more God can feed into you, all right? Because your space becomes bigger. So it's going to take more to fill you up. And more to get you satisfied, and the more you have inside, the more you can get outside. All right. If you stay small, then the resource within you is small and you don't have a lot to distribute. But if you grow, God can say, I can put all of this into you. This two, that two, this two. Boom. All right, you got it. Go distribute that to the world. That's what I want for myself. I want to be an open vessel. So are you an open vessel? Are you growing or are you stagnant? All right. Only you have that answer. So yeah, I did a whole little hat wardrobe change in the middle. Anyway, man, listen, I love y'all. Please do something this week that accentuates your growth. Or do something on purpose that is going to add to your growth. All right. You know you better than you. So analyze you. It should be March around this point, March or April, something like that. Whatever it may be though, it might be time for y'all to hook that self-audit up, all right? Quarterly, jump in there, examine yourself, examine your surroundings, examine your state of mind, see what's been going on this year so far. It's been a wild one for me, but I'm enjoying it though, every step of the way. So y'all know what to do. Love somebody, hug somebody. Until next time, Kingdom Care fam, TBB fam, try to be better. We out of here. Peace.